All right, welcome back to Slip Joint Display. Today we're looking at a Great Eastern Cutlery 92 in smooth white oiled bone. This is knife number 922225, the Eureka Jack. Let's get into the model. So Great Eastern Cutlery has released the 92s again. I did a review of a 92 not that long ago on this channel. It was a Stag 92 from a previous run. I was excited when I saw these were coming out. The Eureka Jack is a really interesting knife and it has a really interesting history. And I covered it extensively on the review that I did of that Stag model. This is the first one from this run that I picked up. So the Tittyutes came out first and I passed on them. I waited and picked up this Northfield in white bone, white oiled bone. So you can kind of see it's got a very smooth texture and almost has an oily look to it. I do have some factory oil on the blade. This is done well. It's interesting. So smooth white oiled bone, bar shield with the word Eureka in it. Northfield trim, so Northfield tube, nothing else to it, standard stuff. And then what we're talking about is a mirror polished blade, fluted bolsters, long pull, yeah, and really good execution of it. The secondary blade on the Eureka Jacks, as far as I know, and as far as what I've always seen, is always a coping blade. This one is cut a little bit different than previous runs. We'll look at that more closely a little bit later in the video, but they do come with a coping blade on them. Now, one of the big questions on this run was how the action was going to be. I saw some examples come out from the Tittyutes where it was really bad with the pivot. Some fellas on, in the groups and everything, got some Eureka Jacks from the Tittyute run, and it was really bad action. This one is not that bad. I did see some where they would get up to like that point and the knife wouldn't even click out. It's nothing I haven't seen with pivots on other knives in the past, but it's nothing that you want to get in getting a knife. This one isn't that bad, and it needs a flush. I mean, you can almost hear that pivot is junked up. The main isn't so bad. And I haven't flushed this at all. I mean, this is fresh out of the box. The Eureka Jack is interesting. I mean, the handle shape is interesting. It almost looks like somebody mixed sway back and a swell center. I mean, it does kind of sway back there. And then you've got that swell center on the other side. It's an interesting design. The fit and finish on this is really good. The pins all look good. I mean, I guess the one here is sunk, or is flush. The others, I guess you would call sunk, although they're pretty close to the surface. Everything looks really good. The transitions are good. The shield is, I guess you can catch it a little bit, but it's fine. It's certainly not sticking up or anything, and that's really the concern. The blades both look like strike down the middles. Nothing proud. Yeah. It looks like they did a really good job on this. I don't see any gaps. Now, as far as the action is concerned, I mean, this could use a flushing and it could be broken in and the action would get better. It's not bad. It's certainly snapping home. This secondary is not great at all. Even though it needs a flush, it's still I mean, it snaps closed, but it could be better. I say this, you know, my judgment of the action on this knife is based off my experience with this stag model from a previous run. So this stag model is from 2019. And this is the one that I did the review on this channel. And there definitely is a difference in the action. It's not, you know, everything in the world, but there is a difference. Although I've heard people getting these from this new run saying that the ones that the examples they got felt like the ones that they had from previous runs, and that they weren't that much different. You know, aside from a few outliers where they had really, really bad action. So I only have this one to go off of from previous runs. So maybe they're not that far off. I think initially I was thinking this one was a little weak going into half. The half stop was a little weak and it wanted to fall forward, but it really doesn't seem to be an issue, and it might get better with flushing and carrying and use. I'm not sure about this. I mean, I like this white oiled bone. I kind of wish that, I don't know, it's a little clean for me. Just my thoughts on it. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm in love with it yet. It might be a catch and release. But I will say that they did a good job on it, and I just wanted to bring it on the channel and touch base with it. I was really highly anticipating this. You know, when I saw that this run was the one that was coming, I was really excited for it. And I'm not sure that I'm done buying from the run. I like the construction. I really dig it. It really looks good. So, just to point out a couple differences here between at least the example I've got from 2019. On that one, you had a match strike pull, which they didn't do on this. It's just a regular long pull. Also, on the previous run, the coping blade is cut a little bit different. So you can see on the 2019 run, it's more of a drastic cut. You've got a little bit of a swedge there, but I don't think it's fair to, yeah, the swedge isn't even on where it drops off. It's just flat. No swedge there at all. And it makes it a very abrupt, drastic shape to the blade. Whereas this one, it's more of a drawn swedge. I mean, this would be a drawn swedge too, but it's more of a gradual drawn swedge, and it exaggerates around the turn, so it gives a different look to it. I mean, the other difference that I noticed was on the 2019 run, the coping blade is behind the main, so whereas on this one, it's in front of it. So that's a little difference there. But generally speaking, these aren't bad. I mean, I don't know how it would open up. It's not great. I was hoping for harder action on it. But other than the outliers that are really in bad shape when people get them, I think it's fair to say this is okay. I'm certainly hearing guys in the community come out and say they got theirs. It's not bad. They're cool with it. They're happy with it. So let's look. What have we got? So we've got 922225 and carbon on the back. Blades are 1095, and then we've got Northfield Unexcelled and GEC Titusville, PA. I like this knife. I like how odd it is. I like the ergonomics and a draw cut if you're eating an apple or something. I mean, it works both ways, but I really dig it this way. I like the spear blade. This is my favorite spear blade that GEC does. I mean, it reminds me of the spear on an 86, although this isn't the size of an 86. And just for a basis of comparison here it is against a 15. And here it is against a 71, so that you've got an idea. I don't know what have I got in my pocket. Yeah. Don't have an 86 to bring out, but you saw it against a 15 and a 71. So it's not a large knife, although because it's got the two blades, it does feel more substantial than it is. I mean, it gives it a good feel. And I don't mind a coping blade. Coping or sheep's foot, either one. I mean, it's listed as a coping blade. It's more of a drastic cutoff than a sheep's foot. But functionally speaking, as far as I'm concerned, you're going to get the same attributes out of the blade, and I like that. And if you're going to throw something on with, say, a spear, I think coping or sheep's foot or a small Warncliffe would be cool, although we never see that. You never see a small Warncliffe on there. But I can dig the sheep's foot / coping blade. It just opens up utility possibilities there. So let's have a look around this knife real quick. So a little over 2.5 cutting and maybe a little under 3-inch blade. Handle is just past 3.5, maybe 3 1/8, something like that. And then as far as the secondary, the coping blade, we're talking 1 3/4 cutting, 2-inch total. Not flush at half. Not on either one. But who cares about that? Let's have a quick look for gaps here. Yeah, a couple grains of sand in there. Nothing crazy. Flashlight test isn't fair anyway. And there's nothing you can see from the outside. From the outside, it's picture perfect. Yeah, like I said, I just wanted to get this on a channel, show it, let everybody check it out. I think they did a good job with these. I just wish the action was a little bit stronger, but then I like heavy action. That's just me. What are you guys' thoughts on it? Did you hear stuff about the run? Is it one you wanted to get in on? Is it a model that you've seen in the past from previous runs and never had a chance to get? I mean, I kind of got lucky getting this stag. I got it on the secondary market. But it was one that I wanted for a long, long time and never even saw a chance to get. When I saw my chance, I jumped on it. What are your thoughts on the run, guys? There's more to come out of these. They're still coming out. Are you going to jump in on it? Are you going to pass on it? Get down in the comments. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys on the next video.